Today is still August 8th, and I've returned to my kayak after looking for mushrooms. And I could have picked more. I could have walked further. I could have explored a whole lot more. But the mosquitoes and the no-see-ums were just ferocious, mostly the no-see-ums. There's a few mosquitoes out, but they weren't as problematic as the no-see-ums, which drive me absolutely bonkers. But I am in a different spot than I usually am when I go ashore with my kayak in this area. But simply because we've had so much rain that where I usually go ashore, you've seen pictures of the moss-covered logs that I balance on from rock to rock to log to log to log until I reach the shoreline. Well, those logs have floated, and they've moved, and some are out 10, 15 feet. And there's my stick. I found my stick floating. There's my walking stick that helps gets me ashore. And of course, here I am. I brought it with me, so in case I needed it here, and I left it there. So I'm going to have to come back another day and get that. Hopefully when the water is a little bit lower so I can go back to where I usually like to go ashore. And maybe I can push the logs back with my kayak paddle, or even this stick or another stick or whatever. But the lake is wicked high right now, and finding a new place to land the kayak is a little bit challenging. I tried several different places, and I don't like to be wobbly when I get in or get out. I like to brush up between a couple rocks or a couple humps or a couple logs or whatever and be nice and secure, because I'd rather not fall, especially when I'm by myself. I just rather, I always play it safe, probably extra safe, probably too safe. Although my past history, a lot of you have followed me for a long time, you probably go, bullshit, you play it safe. No, you don't. But yes, I do, kind of, sort of. I'm getting better, put it that way. But you can see that I have Teaberries here all along this embankment, and some are in bloom. If I can zoom up here to find one, there you go. Right there's a blossom. And you can see all the spotted white things. Those are all blossoms. And teaberries like to grow in this type of environment. A little sandy soil, always moist, acidic, and they're evergreen, so they're kind of waxy. And you can eat the berries and you can chew the leaves. They're very edible. The leaves are good for arthritis, anti-inflammatory properties. The berries are just kind of flavorless, but a little bit better than bunch berries and better than the partridge berries. But I eat all three. Paul likes the tea berries more than I do, so I tend to collect them for him. But tea berries only blossom and produce berries if there's enough sun for them to do so. So further back, you'll see that all those back in there. Let me zoom out. All those back in there, they don't get enough sun, so they haven't blossomed, and they won't produce berries. But if a couple of these trees were cut back and this area, the embankment, would receive more sun, then they would produce berries next year.